Hi guys, Storm here with another video. So there's been a recent update. I think the biggest thing to include is they made us re-accept their terms and conditions, and Activision set up the options. They completely kind of refreshed everything. You still keep all your weapons and progress and all that, but they kind of I guess system default restart everything else, like options, all the options, controller, general, audio, everything. So yeah, there's that. Secondly, they had moved the zombies that were in, I suppose it would be shipwrecked? Yeah, shipwrecked. And then they moved it to prison, which is pretty interesting. That could be a lot of fun, especially if it's in multiplayer, it's not just one. If they're just like zombies in the basement, oh, that's gonna be fun. Or zombies sleeping in the bed, or I don't know, with all the ghost sounds that are occasionally there that you can sometimes hear, sometimes can't hear. It'd be pretty interesting. So that's part of the update. Second part of the update, I don't know. It's pretty interesting. The operators, you couldn't really do anything with them. You didn't have access to the... So they included in the melee weapons, they included the knife. It didn't have a default knife before, and they included it. So that's pretty cool. So before that, all they had was the combat knife. Now they're just included what they call the knife. Like, okay. So you have the combat knife, Modern Warfare. You have a knife. Lethal melee weapon, straight edge blade that kills enemies with a single deadly strike, right? Close quarters combat tactical knife. Standard military issue employed for fast, quiet, and deadly wet work. Alright. One clearly says combat knife and or tactical knife. Close quarters tactical knife. The other one just says it's a knife. Lethal melee weapon, straight edge blade, knife. Okay, cool. Well, lazy Activision at it again. As you can probably guess where this is going if you watch any of my previous content. So it says get 5 kills with the combat knife. Really, Activision? Well, knowing how lazy you are and knowing how you like to keep a trend, and even with the trend that you supposedly like to keep, even that, it's like up is down, left is right, side is side, and it's like you take every imaginable combination, and then some combinations people can't imagine, most people can't imagine, and you just throw it into a blender and see what happens, right? You eat alphabet soup and then you shit it out and you expect, well, A will be 1 and Z will be, so you get 26 other different possibilities. It's just ridiculous, right? So again, with unlimited possibilities, A, it works the way it's supposed to. B, it works half the time it's supposed to. C, it only works very few. D, it never works as instructed. Then you have the opposite. E. Let's just start with A. So A, reversal. We have the gun does the opposite of whatever the challenge is. So if this challenge says get kills, I don't know, with the shotgun, it really means get kills with the sniper rifle. I know it sounds ridiculous, but hey, this is Activision. Sometimes if you do the opposite, it will go towards the challenge. I shit you not. So if the challenge says get shotgun kills under normal circumstances, and if you're lucky, shotgun kills will work towards the challenge. Other times it'll be complete opposite. You get sniper kills, so it will count. So stupid stuff like that. So it clearly says combat knife. They're not both called the combat knife. In the description, the Cold War one is called the combat knife. But unless you're a programmer, a game developer, or just someone who's just as lazy as they are, or you can follow their trend and follow their quirks, and every coder has like a signature, you start to figure out what's going on. Hey, Tickle Pinkle. I'm making a video right now. Give me just a second.
Of course you are, bro.
I am. The one time you actually want to join the lobby. It's like, You know. Anyway, I'll catch you in like 5 seconds. Well, just give me like a little bit, all right? Sorry about that. Let me just. How do I? How do I? Why am I blanking out on this? Here we go. Right? This is it. Okay. Closed. All right. So here's what. So yeah, I understand that the trend is, well, if you're going to unlock things for the Cold War characters, even though you're including it in Warzone, then you can only do Cold War like things. Okay, that's fine and all, and that's fine if you're following that trend. Then follow that trend to the very end, right? So if that's the case, then you have to use a Cold War weapon, Cold War weapons dropped by other Cold War players, and just Cold War, full-on Cold War, obsessive Cold War, right? You know, it's like you can't have your cake and eating it too. Either you're going to go full-on Cold War, or you're not going to go full-on Cold War. It's just this weird back and forth, left is right, up is down bullshit. Molotov, right? Now it's got to be a Cold War Molotov from throwing from a Cold War character. It's like, it just doesn't make any sense, right? So sometimes, again, it goes through all the combinations, which roughly can be 8 minimally, and sometimes more, you know, like I previously said. A lot of times you'll get the opposite of what you think it's going to actually be. It's just obnoxious. So yeah, when they say the combat knife, guys, ignore them. They're retarded. Just think anything they say is take it with a grain of salt and know that they're fucking retarded. And if you think that a normal game developer with normal coding, you think, oh, they wouldn't do X, Y, they'll probably do Z. They would never do Z. You know, they'll never do X, Y. They're definitely going to go with Z. Think again. Know that whatever you think they're going to do, like a normal, non-lazy game developer going to do, think the opposite, and that's more likely going to be accurate and work for you 90% of the time, 95% of the time. They're just lazy pieces of shit. So yes, the combat knife, ignore that. Just erase that combat piece. It's the knife. It's the Cold War knife. Now that is available through the update. I'm guessing a lot of people complained about this because the Cold War knife wasn't even available previously, but now they've included it. So that's pretty nice. So now you have a knife instead of just your average combat knife. So now you can complete the challenge. Yay! Now, there's still glitches in this game, and still things they're not going to fix. I'm surprised they even fixed that, quote-unquote fix. You know, they didn't really fix it. They didn't change the description. They didn't explain what they did and didn't do. They're like, oh no, we don't want to make ourselves foolish. We're just going to fix it and let people figure it out by themselves. We don't want to admit to fixing anything. That would imply that we did something wrong. It's like, bro, everyone knows it. You just get some balls, take some responsibility. Everyone knows that you actually fix something for once, and it's something so minimal it shouldn't even be. But you know, it's just people are sick of this shit, you know. Grow some balls, stop being a lazy piece of shit, stop taking money from the development team of the coding of, you know, what would inhibit the game from having, just have it, preventing all the glitches, taking the budget from the security, prevent all the hackers. You're just lazy Activision. Fuck you, Activision. Lazy pieces of shit. Absolute garbage. Garbage. So yeah. Next glitch. So we have this thing going on where it says, Yellow Diamond, you have something new. No, I don't. Now, you're getting these random battle pass tokens. It doesn't tell you how many. So if I have more than one, it's not going to tell me that I have more than one. Kind of obnoxious. And it's like, hold on a second. I went through all the battle pass all the way from 1 to 100. It does not tell you you get a battle pass token. So I don't know if that has something to do with the Cold War. I don't know if it has something to do with... I don't know, because I've looked at all the operator challenges, all the rewards, you know, because once you complete a challenge, you get a reward, right? I'm looking through all these challenges. Nowhere does it show claim battle pass tokens. There's no reward for that. So it's just obnoxious, okay? Doesn't include it in the... I thought it did, but it doesn't describe it. So maybe it does, and it just doesn't say. Again, with Activision, anything's on the table. It just says 25,000, 2500 XP. That's it. Previously, you could earn XP and emblems and calling cards of different rarities. Now they're just plain XP. So maybe it's something along the lines of, well, certain challenges do offer them, they're just not showing them as before. Because then they have to edit the grid and add like a little side section like they did before with the challenges and calling cards and whatnot. And they're just too lazy to do that, right? Alright, so that's that. We have the still same glitch shotgun that used to be the glitch pistol that says used to say we have a new pistol, which we didn't. Now the saying is we have a new shotgun, which we don't. Now, when you go to edit your loadout, it will say that there's a new model, right? Or that, you know, normally that shows it if you either got a new model, maybe if you got a new challenge for one of them. But when you go to the armory to look at it, then to match that green square, which is a new green square icon, then that green square icon would follow through with one of the with one of these, because it's implying it's a blueprint thing, not a shotgun thing. Because if it was a shotgun thing, the green square would be above the shotgun, the icon itself. So look at, you got the store, you got the armory, you got the gun. If it's something having to do with the attachment or camos, it would be above the gun itself, not the armory, not the store, the gun itself. So yeah, that's frustrating. And if it was a new armory thing, it would be a yellow diamond, meaning you got a new armory. So again, it makes no sense why they're having a green thing. It doesn't. I went through all my shotguns. I don't have any new camos. I don't have any new attachments. And normally, as someone who understands how development and coding stuff works, it would be under this because it's just common sense. You would put new attachments and new camos like you previously have been, keeping the pattern and logic going, quote-unquote logic going, that just what makes sense to everybody else. You would keep it under a gun because it's not a new armory. There's nothing new about the armory. There's no ammo in the armory. There's no attachment in the armory. Everything in the armory is set. You pick up the armory, and then you can edit your gun loadout afterwards, but that's no longer the armory. You're editing an armory class, but now it's a custom armory or whatever you want to call it, right? So that's obnoxious. Let's go to next update. Store. Oh my god, dude, there's all these stars, and it doesn't matter how, there's golden diamonds, whatever, gold diamonds, GDs, call them GDs, I don't know. This one's new, it looks like. Let's look at his character real quick. This is gonna be interesting, right? Oh, look at that, I'm holding a gun. Wait, what the fuck? I'm holding the trigger of a shovel. Yeah, shows you how not lazy Activision is. Yeah, look at the hard work. Look at that beautiful face, man. Look at that face! Totally unshaven. Yeah, dude, they would you get any drill sergeant, he would get in your face and you would cry like a baby, a newborn baby. They would not allow that. So yeah, that's what is this? What is this? I don't know what this is. It's definitely not normal. Let's just say that. So yeah, we're gonna go through each one briefly. The Gilded Age 3 Pro Pack, Tool of War. I would say tools. Sounds better. It just sounds like improper English. Tool of War. I mean, I guess it's an individual tool, but it's just, yeah, it's just so lackluster. Shamrocked for St. Patrick's Day. Maxis Operator Bundle, Anime Pilot. These, which should really just not be there. If you're going to separate Cold War from Cold War, then it should be right from in between the Modern Warfare and the Black Ops. But like, no, we want it to just be just under. We don't want to shove it in your face that much, but we want it still to be visible, just to shove it in your face that much. It's like, bro, we know it's there. If we want to buy the game, we will look for you. We will know where to find it. You're not enticing us. It's kind of like when the Season Pass comes out, there's the Pro Season Pass, which is a fucking extra 1,400 COD points just to get an extra 20 tiers. It's like, bro, if you're already going to grind to 100, then you're grinding to 100. If you don't have enough time to grind to 100 in the first place, then that's tough titty for you. It's tough shit, you know. It's like there's nothing you can do about it. So 20 extra tiers for 1,400 500 COD points is fucking ridiculous. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. If there was like an extra something here or there, a completionist, excuse me, COVID. I'm kidding, but you know, some kind of completionist, someone has to collect everything, that kind of thing. Then sure, fine. You know, you're lazy as fuck. Why don't you just throw something in there, right? Some season battle pass thing, fine. But nope. All it is, and they make it seem like it's more. It's not. It's just a 20 tier jump. Who gives a fuck, right? Fine exports. That seems to be new. Clicked it. Still the gold diamond there. GD. GD on this one. I've checked them all, so it's just like 5 straight. Then GD. You know, old GD, old GD, and then you think it goes back to the pattern of, you know, GD, old GD, but nope, it goes old GD. Yeah, and see, I've got this one keeps going back to being gold GD. It's like, why? I've already ran over it, and this has been with a couple of them, but this one, I don't know. GD, old GD, old GD, old, right? It's just okay. I'm gonna back out of the store, see what happens if I have to go back. Oh no, okay. So I'm guessing maybe if I close out the app, re-up the app, it's gonna be GD again for this one. So I don't know. It's just obnoxious. Gilded Age 2, Cold Fusion, Unyielding Forge, Platoon Sergeant, Full Moon Assault, you know, and everything else. Nothing, right? Also, if you played that weekends thing with the Cold War with the like role RPG zombies, which I thought was actually pretty badass. You know, I think it's cool. Needs some work, but it's probably the most adventurous, ballsy thing Activision's done that isn't a pile of shit, steaming pile of shit. You know. Now, of course, because they're just so lazy and just and taken away from the server, and because, you know, I don't know if it's PlayStation, Call of Duty, both. I've heard from friends that it's both, because they're having problems with their Xbox. PC is also having a little bit of issues. They're having the similar issues. It's not as bad as Xbox and PlayStation, but it's, you know, because PC master race. Everyone knows that. Whether I want to admit it or not, it's the facts. You know, I might want to admit. I don't want to have to admit it, but it's the truth. If we're going to say an alpha race, a superior race out of everyone in the world, we're going to say Japanese. You know, it's just, they would outlive us all. They're just superior. They make sense. Just, I don't even want to get into it. They're just their morals, their logic, just everything, right? Not Japanese, by the way. I wish I was. I've been told I have the kind of looks, but no. Anyway, so yeah, just obnoxious bullshit. Gold diamond up there, gold diamond up there. Green square, so GD, GS. Oh god. Anyway, so there's that. And then if you get into this, when I'm searching for a lobby, it does not say 178. Let's see what it says. Normally I have to back out or something. Let's see. Well, normally it says 178, so the top stays the same, but my level above my name and the moving character ups itself. So let me. I wonder if I can see it in the barracks. And it's not saving this one, which is 423. It's not combining or anything like that. So here we go. There it is. 233 right there in the icon versus 178. It's like, where are they getting these levels, right? I understand if they're trying to combine previous season and just the overall count, sure, but they're not even doing that, so yeah, it's just fucked. Anyway, I guys hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.